Hello, how are we all doing? I am here to talk about something and then explain myself, because if you know me personally, you're gonna think I'm crazy, because why would I do that to myself again? I am going to go back to school. I'm going to go back into formal further education and try and get a degree. Yeah, you heard me. The girl who dropped out 3 months into her course and didn't even make it to Christmas, back when she was 18 years old, is going to go back to university. Yeah. Let's take it back so then we can explain where we are right at this moment. When I was 17 and in my last year of college, we were all getting pushed to think about our futures and what we were going to be doing in terms of going to education, finding an apprenticeship, or going straight into work. And the biggest choice and the most pushed on choice within the college system here in England is university. And I don't know if it's necessarily exactly what I wanted, but I was at that point in time made to feel, or let myself feel, as if that is what I wanted. I did apply, of course, because my one dream, like the biggest dream that I'd ever had up until that point in time. Okay, please, let's not cry about this. I might. It's a very big part of my life, but my dream was to become a film critic. Was to be in journalism and to have a voice within film and all of that kind of stuff. Like, I really, 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 really wanted it at that point in time in my life. My film classes were the best parts of my week, and my teacher was amazing. I had had him since my GCSE film and media classes, and he genuinely believed that I could really, really do something. And because he thought so, I believed it. Sorry. So I did. I applied to do film studies, which is the theory of film, so I could deepen my understanding of film and how to read it, and to move forward into criticism and journalism. I was really, really excited at the time. I thought I had made the right choice on my course and where I was going and what I was doing. Like, I genuinely believed I had made the right choices for myself. Like, I was so happy with what I had chosen for myself, by myself. I had gone to all of the open days to the place that I wanted to go. I had applied for housing and student loans and all of this kind of stuff. It was completely sorted. Oh my, why is this so hard? But unfortunately, that time in my life wasn't the easiest. My parents were in the process of splitting up, and I was dealing with it very well, but it did contribute to a lot of stress And I think in some ways I was running away by going to university. And when I got there, it was nothing like I thought it was going to be. I ended up in a classroom full of people who had lived a way more privileged life than I had, and had a lot more privilege within their education, and I could not relate to any of these people whatsoever. We did not understand each other, and I did not make any friends within my course at all. And what I had also forgotten was, and it sounds really stupid, but I had completely forgotten that I struggle with social anxiety, because when I moved into college after secondary school, I moved into my school's sixth form. And that was a very small, loving community that I already knew, meaning I never had to do the new school thing again. And when I did it for university, it scared the absolute fucking shit out of me. And I became very isolated within my course because I couldn't make any friends there. And unfortunately, the people that I was living with within my halls didn't want to be friends with the people they were living with, bar one person. And that then became very isolating and very depressing, to the point where I forgot how to do certain things, like brushing my teeth and getting ready or leaving at all. And I started not going to classes. I had got ill and I didn't go a couple of times, and then I realised I didn't actually like going. And I realised that my anxiety absolutely peaked when I actually was in these classes. So then I was like, well, I'm not actually going to get in trouble for it. I'm not getting in trouble for it, so I'm not going. And then I unfortunately fell down the stairs at my house at home and broke a toe. And I was living on the top floor of these uni halls and couldn't really make it down the stairs anymore. So then there was another reason not to go. And then I kept finding other reasons not to go. And then suddenly there just wasn't any reasons anymore, and it just wasn't going. So I had some really difficult discussions with my best friend at the time that I had gone to university with, the few friends I had made at university, my parents, and myself, and I decided it was time to go by Christmas, because I didn't want to waste any more of my time, anybody else's time or money, because I was actively putting myself in debt for nothing. And when I tried to talk to university about it, they did not want me to leave. They did not want to lose that money. And they pushed me into deferral. And I just said yes because it was the path of least resistance, and it simply just never went back. And that was 3 years ago. So the course is now ended, so there is no chance of me going back to do that at that course. I came home and I decided to work. I got a job as a KP in a very historic pub in the town that I live, and I met some really amazing people that are still in my life today, and I felt way more at home in those environments than I ever did in those classrooms. I unfortunately was involved in a hit and run that same year, and the place was involved in a fire. After they came back, I learned to bartend there, and was then subsequently fired, very much illegally, but you know, not going to talk about it. And found a job at a wonderful brewery that opened my eyes to so many different things. I learned so much with that job, like everything that I can do now and all of the knowledge I have is from that job, and I'm so grateful for it. I then was looking at my life and I was like, I can't do this forever. Physically, I definitely can't do it because I really did get hit by a car and I'm not okay and I can't be doing this kind of work. So I went looking for a job in sales and I found a job, and we've had this discussion on here before, but it promised me a sit-down job and it turned out to be door-to-door. I was able to do it for a week, for 2 weeks, because I went, holy fucking shit, I've just quit my job for this. What do you mean it's door-to-door? Are you mental? But then by the end of the first week of the active part of the job, I went, I think this is actually going to kill me because I can't walk that much. I can't stand for that long. Like, this is, like, my physical health completely plummeted in the time that I was doing that. So then I went back to pub life. And the one that I'm at right now, I really, really love, and I really, really, really love the people, but this can't be my future. This can't be my forever. Like, I can't do this forever. I can't. Like, I need more than this. I want more than this. I want to do something more worthwhile than this. I want something more normal. So I am going back to school to become a teacher. Children and teaching is something that I've always been very drawn to ever since I was very young. My mother is a primary school teacher and she teaches 4 to 5 year olds, and I love helping her. I love going on her school trips with her. I love doing jobs that she doesn't have time to do. And I love just being in the classroom with them every so often. I'm just drinking in their innocence and their ease in life. I do a lot of childcare myself. I have this one little girl that I look after, and every time I see her, I'm reminded of how simple life is and how I need to slow down and calm down. I love children, and I genuinely believe that they are my purpose in life. And I think teaching is going to bring me a lot of joy. I really don't want to have to go back to school or university, and I said this to my boyfriend yesterday, like, you need to understand, I'm not doing this because I want to go to university. I want the thing that I get out of it at the end of the day, so I can do something that I really want to do. And I'm gonna be really honest with you, I am scared that it's gonna be like last time, and I am scared that I'm gonna hate it. But I think I'm better equipped for it now, and I think I can do it. And I think documenting it and reminding myself why I'm doing it is going to ground me and is really going to help me. And hopefully you guys will want to follow me on that journey too. And it's going to be terrifying. So let's do that together. I'm going to be 22 because I am leaving it for an entire year. I'm giving myself an entire year to prepare myself for it. I'm going for September 2026. I'm going to be 22 years old when that happens. I'm going to be classed as a mature student, and I'll be done when I'm 25. That is terrifying. But I think I can do this. I think we can do this together. So, yeah. So let's go get the girl a degree. I'll see you next time.